recommend for brothers, man? I know by the way, we're not doctors or psychologists, so don't take our advice. We just talking about our own what works for us. So, Carl, what works for you, man, when you're feeling down or shit like that, man?
Do what's best for you, bro. Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna do what's best for you. You have to realize one major factor, man. Like, use you in this world as a black man, like point blank, period. So, on the real, people are gonna approach you with some shit. They're gonna try to make it seem like it's a benefit for you. But at the end of the day, if you really add it up, it's gonna benefit. People are gonna try to sell you their dreams to try to utilize you as a tool. So right there, eliminating getting yourself away from it. Secondly, major thing like what LAR was talking about, it's cool to be selfish. Really, be motherfucking selfish. Don't worry about what any of these other niggas talking about. Because I've had it with my own mother, and I was selfish. And I was like, so what does that even supposed to mean? She was like, when you gonna have a kid, when you gonna get married, when you gonna have babies, yada yada yada. And I'm like, yo, I ain't even in my life. Why the fuck would I bring a kid in my life? I'm nowhere where I want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be at the top. So you telling me I need to go have a kid for what? So you can have another grandchild? Like, that's crazy. That's more selfish than you calling me selfish. You trying to fuck my life up. Because you want to see another grandbaby. And I'm trying to tell her, like, yo, if I have a kid, this is what we're going to do. We can go downtown and see my cousin who's a lawyer. She can sign a legal document, pay 80% of the child responsibility rights. That means if the child needs something, you pay 80% of it.
Right.
So, are you gonna do that? And then secondly, I know these niggas ain't gonna do for me like they did for my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm gonna be on my motherfucking own, dog. So if I have a kid, they're gonna be like, nigga, that's your kid. But my sister had a kid, we need to help her out. We need to do for her. Even now, if they get on me because they see me with money, they say, why don't you do for your niece? I'm like, bruh, that's not my child. Like, bruh, that's like you gotta understand. I love my niece. Like, that's my niece. I treat her with respect, like an uncle's supposed to. That's not my child. It's not my job to buy her formula and milk and Pampers and diapers. That's not my child. And like, that's your responsibility. So don't try to put that on me. Again, society is very selfish towards men. Period. They're gonna want you to buck up and take care of somebody else instead of taking care of yourself. He complains about a lot of shit that I worked for 30 years and provided for my family and I ain't really got shit to show for it. I'm like, nigga, you spent 30 years providing for everybody else. I told you when I was younger. I even told him this when I was younger. I was like, man, the father, especially very successful white families, he fucks with himself first. His wife could run out of the fucking mouth and tell the bitch to go sit down somewhere. His kids, as long as his kids got clothes on their back and food on the table, you know they alright. He ain't out buying a bunch of bullshit for his kids. Fuck with himself first. He gonna get himself rich because in the upper white society, the men, when they become rich, their whole entire family becomes rich.
Right.
It's towards the men getting himself together and getting himself to the top. In most societies, like the Asian society, some parts of the white Caucasian Latino society. So,
Right.
but in the black society, it's different. It's like you're supposed to give yourself over to everybody else. And if you hold yourself back, I mean, bro, every time I'm around my Muslim friends, they like, when you gonna get a wife? I damn near want to just come out and say it. I want to be like, yo, man, fuck a wife. What is that bitch gonna do besides suck dick? I can get that for $50 from this young little thought I know and stay over in this apartment complex.
Right.
To help me make no money. She ain't about to help me get no money, and she ain't got the mindset to bring money to the table. Most of these bitches are full of debt from student loans and credit cards. I don't want that shit. She's not coming to the table with nothing beside her mouth and her pussy. Like, that is nothing. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing.
Thunder Mark.
Bro, that's literally nothing, bro. Like, when you think about what most of these women come to the table with, it's absolutely nothing. You could buy the same experience for pocket change. And that's the truth, bro. That's the truth. So when they come at me with that bullshit, I can see the traps from a mile away. I can see that if I get with this female, she doesn't bring nothing to the table. She's a fucking trap. 3-4 years down the line when I'm depressed and I'm wondering why the fuck am I depressed? It's because now I have a big ass mortgage and probably 2 kids and my bills. Like I know dudes who got kids and got a wife and they making $7,000 a month. These niggas are broke. I don't understand that shit. Like, I literally don't understand. I'm like, nigga, don't you see what's fucking you up? They don't want to even express the shit. They like, well, that's life. That's just how it is. I'm like, nigga, you saying coping mechanism. You realize that, don't you? You realize you're telling yourself a coping mechanism. You let everybody else use you. You going out, you the one working 12-hour shifts 7 days a week. More. Sometimes you work a 13, 14-hour shift. You working, you're traveling back and forth from work, and you getting about 5 to 6 hours of sleep every night. You busting your ass. Her ass. Your kids aren't busting their ass. Give them the bare minimum and take care of yourself. Everything else will be better in your life from now on. Your kids need clothes on their back, they got clothes on their back. There's food in the house. You don't need to be going out to eat every night. Give them the bare minimum. If that bitch starts sparking her mouth, brown, cancel that bitch and go get you another one. Get rid of her ass. Get rid of her ass. She's not your friend. She's not your partner. If she was your partner, she understands where you want to be as a man, and she would help you. If she's not helping you to get to the top, fuck that bitch. Damn. Like, literally, fuck that bitch. Get rid of that bitch. You literally got to come in a relationship and let a female know off the top. The moment you not helping me to get to the top, I'm getting rid of your ass. From the jump. The moment you say that to her, she gonna be like, okay, I gotta stay in line. The moment she jump out of line, let her come home, let the locks be changed, let her shit be sitting on the curb, tell that bitch to go to fuck somewhere. Get rid of her ass. You don't go out and go get a new spot and say, oh, I'm separated from my wife. I got this little ass apartment somewhere, you know, because we separated. Her ass, she's no good. Period. If the law come around talking about, well, she needs the house, tell them niggas to fucking get off your property. Period. You pay the taxes. You pay the mortgage. If they tell you that you got to keep paying the mortgage and let that bitch live in the house, tell that bitch she finna be broke. Shit, the house finna be repoed. The car's finna be repoed. You finna stop paying everything. Fuck them niggas. I'll take my check in Bitcoin. Thank you, bitch. Girl. Fuck all them niggas. Fuck all them niggas. If you ever, I'm telling you, that's how you do it. If you ever get in a relationship with a woman, she has limited power of attorney. Remember these words. It's called limited power of attorney. You get her to sign one of those, and you don't get her to sign one under duress. And duress means that she had no idea what she was signing. So you get her a fucking lawyer that explains, bitch, if this nigga cuts you off, you cut off. You have limited power of attorney over my bank account. You have limited power of attorney over my house, my car, my kids, anything that's mine. And if I cut you off, you done. But you broke. Whatever you came in the relationship with, whatever you got in your own personal, is yours. What's in mine is mine. There's limited power of attorney. That means you can't sue me for it. You can't give me fucking what is that shit, alimony on it. None of that shit. You gave it up from the start. If she say I ain't gonna sign none of that. A river will go get another. Period. She not really looking to be on your side. What she's looking to do is look for an opportunity. The female's looking for is an opportunity, bro. That's it. She's looking for the fact that the law gives her the ability to fuck you over, so she's trying to get in there good, so she can fuck you over. I mean, it's to the point now where if you live in California and you in a relationship with somebody for more than 10 years, she gets alimony for fucking life. You paying this bitch for life. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? That shit, how does that work out for your benefit? I mean, people go, I mean, for real, bro. This is fucking bullshit. But yeah, I'm done, man. I'm done.
Hi, man. Yo, my nigga Carl, on that epic Don DeMarco rant, man. Hey, guys, I hope you enjoyed that special clip there. That is by Carl the Tactician, the live stream we did titled Let's Talk About Black Man Depression. Also, check me out for exclusive content on Patreon, www.patreon.com/solotv84. Get exclusive content that you'll only get on Patreon. And Solomon Jones, I'm out. Peace.
Dom DeMarco.